looks like I have facial hair.
Really?
Hey everyone.
Oh, hi everyone. I forgot to say something.
Welcome to your Wednesday morning caffeine. Caleb AM.
Caleb AM, where we're sailing the high seas.
As you can see, water.
Water. It's a very still day. You
Yeah.
know, it looks like it's a little chalky. It's very still. The water is not moving at all.
Nor the clouds. Nor the boat.
Yeah.
We're actually just very still.
We're just chilling.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm Caleb Griffin.
I'm Caleb Ladd.
And this is Caleb AM, live from 101D. Thanks, Caleb.
In the Pacific Ocean.
In the Pacific Ocean. I forgot my whole intro. I'm Caleb Griffin.
We already did that.
We did that?
It's the show
Sorry.
where we
I'm
talk
tired,
about
man.
Jesus, we drink caffeine, we answer a question, we talk about life, and then today Caleb goes to work. And I probably go back to sleep.
Yeah. Caleb goes to work.
Woohoo.
Alright.
Maybe I'll go find more crappy low-budget horror movies to watch.
I can't wait to talk about that movie. Alright.
We shouldn't have watched it. I had a hard time getting up today.
Okay. Can I go?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you pulled your Bible out.
Well,
I was just
I didn't know
waiting.
if you were... Okay, sorry. Anyways.
I was ready for Bibling.
So, this is 1 Timothy 1:15 through 16. Is it okay if I do 2 verses?
I think I do 2 verses almost every week now.
Okay.
I would be a hypocrite if I didn't let you.
Alright. Here's a trustworthy saying that deserves full acceptance. Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of whom I am the worst. But for that very reason I was shown mercy, so that in me, the worst sinners, Christ Jesus might display his immense patience as an example for those who would believe in him and receive eternal life. Yeah. So,
I wish I had my Bible. Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. What version do you have?
I have an IV. Right. I think I have an IV. If I don't have an IV, that'd be embarrassing. Yeah, it's an IV. But yeah, basically the whole point of this is that you might be in a place where you think you're might be unaccepting of God's love, or that God can never use you in a way to like expand his kingdom, that you've done too much, that no one would listen to you. But what Paul is saying here is that God can use your situation and display what you overcome to people who are also trying to overcome things. Because remember, Paul says, of whom I am the worst. Paul killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
He killed a lot of Christians.
There's one version that says he's the chief among sinners, and I really like that version. My dad uses it sometimes.
Yeah. He was, but he turned his life around very quickly and became one of the most influential writers in biblical times. At least, almost all of the New Testament's written by him.
Probably is the most influential. He wrote most of the Bible.
Yeah. So, it just goes to show you that, Christ Jesus can display his patience as an example. God's always patient with us. He's always there waiting for us when we mess up, waiting to take us back. And that's grace, man.
That's my 6:35 alarm.
So, yeah.
I really like that verse. I was actually...
Thank you.
It's really funny. I guess it's not funny. It's cool that you brought it up. I was looking for that verse last night at the prayer burn, but I didn't know the reference, so I couldn't find it. So now I know. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I can only assume that was intentional.
Yeah.
For me.
It was. You told me about it, and I was like, I'll find it. You see, I know the Bible so much better than Caleb Ladd. I'm kidding.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I know the Bible as much as I should. I definitely
I don't either. That was the joke.
We can know it in equal amount. Energy drinks.
Energy drinks, please. Caleb got me my
I've
energy
got
drink.
a swirly pop for myself, and I forgot to get Caleb one. So, do you want to guess what it is?
I guess I'm gonna stick with my cherry limeade. Yes.
Okay. It is this.
Oh, it's a rainstorm. I've seen these, or like I haven't seen these up until I saw like a bunch of them while I was in
I figured
Florida.
you would have seen a bunch of them,
But
I knew you
I haven't
had
tried
it
it.
before. So.
Awesome Harvest grape. I do like
JJ,
grape.
I almost bought every flavor, but I don't have a lot of money. So I did.
How many flavors are there?
There was 4 or 5.
Good lord.
It was like a 2 for $4.50. So while I was buying my 3 bangs and water, JJ was already buying one of those, and I was like, JJ. So technically JJ bought it. You can thank him. He got an orange one, and it tasted like as if you cut an orange open and squeezed it into your mouth.
Really?
Like, it was pretty crazy, and
That's
I really
insane.
liked it because I think oranges taste good. So
You want to hear some interesting facts about this?
sure.
It improves focus.
Oh, I read that.
It's kosher, and it has hair and skin health.
Oh, really?
You know, my phone's right there. Dang it! Do you have that
Oh,
app?
yeah.
I want to
You
see. Yeah,
It's probably like a 30.
probably. I
Shout
had
out
some.
Riley for the Yuka app.
Shout out Riley for the Yuka app. Let's see if this is actually healthy.
49.
Holy
dang.
crap! That's not bad.
That is so good for
That
an
might be
energy
the
drink.
best energy drink ever.
That is the best energy drink I've
I
seen.
don't know what a Celsius is, but like, that's got to be up there. All right,
Dang.
I'm excited to try this. I would have never guessed.
I turned my flash.
I would have never guessed it would have been a storm.
I've tried so many things that got zeros. And
I have to.
It's kind of annoying.
I know.
It's like,
Not a lot of whites. Dude, Great Value purified water is only like a 71.
it's water.
Oh, it's water.
Alright.
What's in it?
Swirly pop.
So is it like just like Celsius? It's not carbonated, or is it slightly carbonated?
It's an energy drink. It's carbonated.
It is carbonated. That is good. That tastes like the red sparkling grape juice from Welch's.
It's like really,
I like that.
it's good, but it's like really straightforward, which is fine.
No,
That one and the orange one weren't as sweet as I thought. They were kind of like natural fruit sour.
yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
There was also like a kiwi something one and an it might have been like apple kiwi or something. There was another flavor that I almost got. I don't remember what it was, but it looked good.
Yeah.
But I stuck with the one. So I was really hoping to find one of the mainline rains that you hadn't had, but I figured that would do a little bit.
There's only one main line I haven't had anymore, and because they cut like all the other flavors, and that's a little bit like
destroyed them. Eventually, you'll find those too. My sister Snapchatted me at 12:30 in the morning. So, the question of the week.
I'm so excited about this one. This is, if you can't tell by the thumbnail and the title of the video, it's Pirates versus Ninjas. This is a cool one because I love pirates and ninjas. So, with that being said, every week we answer a burning question here on Caleb AM. Sometimes it'll be what fast food French fry is the best, or brownies versus cookies, or I don't know. We've done a lot of other things. Fall versus winter, summer versus spring.
And then we did summer versus winter.
And guess what won? Summer won, of course.
I hate summer.
We've done Chick-fil-A versus Popeyes. We've done a bunch of different
That
things.
one was an embarrassing defeat for Popeyes.
Aquariums versus zoo was last week, so we do a question every
That was
single
an
week.
embarrassing defeat for
Aquarium.
aquarium.
But if you want to partake in our poll, you can follow us on Instagram. The links will be in the description below. Or not the links, but the Instagram
Mine's
names.
Caleb_Lad03.
Mine's Caleb_Griffin11. It'll be on my Instagram next week. You can vote and take part in our little show here. With that being said, Pirates vs. Ninjas. I will have a chance to guess the poll. I think this is a blowout. I don't think there's many people out there who would prefer.
The number anymore. I can remember.
I don't think there's a lot of people who would prefer Pirates over Ninjas. And with that being said, I think Pirates are cool as freak. I mean, that could be because
we are pirates today.
We are pirates. I do love Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow was in my honorable mention of top 10 fictional characters.
But Lego Ninjago, bro. Come on.
You're right. I was going to decide if I wanted to spoil something or not, but I'll keep it in.
For what?
You know what? Just for Caleb A.M. watchers, whenever it finally freaking comes out, top 10 villains, a villain from the Pirates of the Caribbean series will be on my list.
Is it the one I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
The one that everybody likes?
Probably. Yeah. He's freaking awesome. He's
I
scary.
haven't seen the movie.
He's scary as crap. I was terrified as a kid. But, yeah, it's him.
I want to watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
We should totally watch them this summer.
We should.
They're so good.
Now that I've watched The Hunger Games, that's the other series I really wanted to watch that I missed out on. The one I want to watch the most is Lord of the Rings. I feel like a loser for not watching it, but...
The second Pirate of the Caribbean is the best one. It's so freaking good. But just keep that in mind before when you're watching. Anyways.
I guess I need to watch Mission Impossible, too. I don't care about Mission Impossible.
I love Mission
I don't
Impossible.
like Tom Cruise.
You wouldn't have to watch all Mission Impossibles to keep up with where they are. You would just have to watch, like, the last 3. But no, the third one, which is not part of the last 3, is... Oh my god, it's so good. Anyways, besides the point, ninjas, pirates. Like I said, I love pirates. Pirates are cool as frick. But a ninja's a ninja.
That was just factual, dude.
A ninja, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, for one.
Lego Ninjago.
Lego Ninjago. Spider-Man's basically a ninja. I mean, he's stealthy. He runs on the walls. You know, he doesn't have swords or ninja throwing stars, but still. Ninjas are cool, man.
Swords are so cool, and like katanas are just the sickest of swords.
You're so
like
right.
That sword I have.
You're so right.
I could go get it and
Dude.
show it off. Maybe I will.
Remember the Phineas and Ferb Ninja episode?
Dude, I was talking to Jack. I always ask Jack which one he would vote for because he doesn't have Instagram anymore, so I can just get his opinion. He said Pirates. I was like, what is wrong with you? And he said, Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, the Phineas and Ferb Ninja episode? What?
Well, Pirates of the Caribbean's better than an episode, but I get what your point is. I mean, being able to, like, do flips and do cool tricks and also, you know, be a deadly weapon, it's just cool. I mean, Snake Eyes from G.I. Joe.
Yeah. This isn't technically like a ninja sword, but it's like...
It's a Demon Slayer sword.
Close enough. But it's like so cool. And it has the flame thing. Dude, this isn't a real weapon. I can't kill Caleb with it, see? It's not sharp at all.
Oh, I'm dead now.
But this makes me happy. I love this sword.
I'm glad it makes you happy.
It's one of my favorite gifts I've ever got.
Nice. And it's like magnetic at the bottom, isn't it?
No,
or is it just...
it's just... It makes that cool clicking sound when you put it in.
That's sick.
I'm going to lay this on your bed because I don't want to mess up the thing at the top.
I don't want your thing to mess up my bed. It's a freaking sword, dude. It'll cut right through it.
I put the thing back
I'm just
on.
kidding. You really think that thing can protect me from that blade?
Hmm?
Nothing. It's okay. Anyways.
Nothing can.
Alright.
So what do you think the vote was?
I think it's a blowout. I think a lot of people, even if you think pirates are cool, I don't think many people can say, like, they're better than ninjas. The only thing that can possibly, in my opinion, give pirates, like, the edge is that they fence rather than, you know, just slash. And they also have really cool boats. Pirate boats are sick, but once again, not enough. I'm gonna go 79-21.
You are correct, but way off. It was really close.
Was it actually?
Really close.
Interesting.
I
was hoping to keep my streak alive of guessing it right.
I mean, you got it right, technically.
Oh, sorry.
What ninjas did win?
I meant number-wise.
It was... Let me make sure ninjas won, actually. before.
Was it that close?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was 53-47, which was
The frick?
really surprising.
Wow. I mean, good for Pirates, you know? I'm not going to sit here and complain. Ninjas still won. Like I said, I think Pirates are cool as frick. But, you know, and ever since the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trials, people have been, like, acting like Pirates of the Caribbean is the greatest movie series of all time. And Pirates have a lot of hype right now. But
Daniel did say that he voted for Pirates but meant to vote for Ninja, so it was closer to, like...
Right. But
46-54, but I don't think that matters. But I had anybody that voted for Pirates and felt the need to tell me why they voted for Pirates, which I do appreciate.
yeah.
I really enjoy when people respond and they're like, "This is so easy," or "I can't decide." It makes me happy. It makes me feel like I've been doing a good job. But I realized the way I said that sounded like it annoyed me. It does not annoy me at all. But everybody that told me why they were voting for Pirates was like Johnny Depp, the Pirates of the Caribbean, stuff like that. And nobody explained why they voted for Ninjas, because I think the reason Pirates had a lot of voters was like, I don't know, it's easier to like Pirates, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Pirates are just there in culture, like.
They
A
are.
lot of stuff that are ninja related are like kids shows or like
From the 70s.
old
Yeah.
or anime.
Or really bad sometimes. Like, there's not a lot of pirate stuff out there that's bad. There's a lot of ninja stuff out there that's bad.
But like ninjas as a concept
Are cool as frick.
Cool. The coolest, if we like sat down and did like all these different types of like warriors, easiest win of all time would be samurai.
Oh, yeah.
Those dudes, oh my
Dude, and
goodness,
their
they ain't got
armor?
no reason to be so cool.
And their armor is sick as crap, dude.
Have you seen their swords?
I know. One of my favorite, and like Power Ranger Samurai was a cool concept too, cause like you know how they have the samurai paintings, like or the symbols and stuff. Their mask had the symbols on it that they saw through, and it was really cool. But anyways, yeah, no, samurais are cool as frick, and their armor is just absurdly cool. Like when you're in Kingpin's auction house in the Spider-Man game, and you just see that.
Somebody texted me, just a gif
Nice.
of Jack Sparrow.
Is that? Was that? Never mind.
What?
I saw the initials of the text.
It was no.
Okay.
I texted it anymore. It was Rob.
Oh. It was Rob?
Yeah.
Cool.
They have the same initials, so. I didn't mean to interrupt what you were saying.
I don't remember what I was saying, so it's okay. But yeah, no, I mean, I'm gonna say I'm
You were talking
happy.
about the samurai.
Yeah, Kingpin's auction house in the Spider-Man game, you just see that huge samurai like armor, and it's sick.
Samurai stuff is just so cool.
It's
But
cool.
that isn't what we're talking about.
Maybe
right?
maybe next week we do something with samurai.
We could do like samurai versus.
I want to do it against.
What was that one game? It was called like For Honor or something. There was like 3 factions, and it was like samurai knights and something else, and you got to choose, and it was just like a free for all.
We'll have to look it up because I don't know.
I know it was called For Honor. Now that I said it out loud, it sounds completely right. Why did it log me out of my Crunchyroll? Why would you do this? Oh, it was Vikings.
Well, samurai wins all of those. But yeah, no, I'm gonna say I'm happy with the result because I think pirates are cool, and I'm glad they're getting I'm glad they're getting the recognition they deserve, and I'm also glad ninjas ended up winning because ninjas are.
My account wasn't accessed from a new device. Like this is literally the.
Bro, there's samurai in Pirates of the Caribbean too.
Oh, that makes me want to watch it more. I love samurai, dude. They're so cool. There was like it started out with like a 70-30 split, and then I don't know. Yeah, you can like see the recent voters on Instagram. It's but if you click see all, it goes and like separates it. The recent voters is kind of split. Like it's like literally like 50-50 for Ninja versus Pirates, but like There was a time where like Ninja was way ahead, and then out of nowhere there was 10 votes in a row. Like the entire recent voters thing was just Pirates, and I was like, huh, I guess Pirates are making a comeback. But they never got ahead. Shout out to Ninjas, they deserve the win, and they got that win. I thought we were dapping up.
I
That's
didn't.
embarrassing.
What
That
do you
was
think?
so embarrassing. I brought snacks today.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
I knocked your thing off the top. My bad. Continuing our Sour Patch Kids, I found
Say lemon.
lemonade.
Oh.
4 lemonade flavors. They have got to be better than that crap
Let's
we
see,
tried.
what are the 4 flavors?
It's like strawberry, blue raspberry, and 2 other ones.
Regular and cherry.
Yeah,
We gotta start with the regular. I feel like.
I think we did. But like, for real, if these are somehow worse than those tropical ones,
Dude, they can't be worse than tropical ones. Those things suck doo-doo water.
I'm gonna get. Oh man, how did it fall off my leg like that?
It rolled.
I guess yeah, that one.
I'm excited for the blue raspberry one. Blue raspberry lemonade's pretty good.
I'm excited for the strawberry one because of how pink it is. They smell good.
Alright.
Lemonade first.
Yep.
It has a consistency that a Sour Patch Kid should have. But that tastes exactly like the yellow Sour Patch Kids, like no different.
That's what I was about to say.
Which means it was just good.
Mm-hmm.
The yellow one is the worst Sour Patch Kid, but it's not like I don't eat them in the bag.
What next?
This one?
Cherry.
Cherry lime lemonade. I don't like that one. Ooh. I don't like that one.
That's bad.
And it's got a weird medicinal taste.
It's really sour because of that, like, lime. And then when it gets to the sweet part, all you taste is cherry medicine.
Yeah.
It's not good.
That's a 30. The first one was like a 60. The blue ras. This one's got to be good.
Okay.
That one tastes almost exactly the same as the...
It's different to me. I'm getting the lemonade.
Let me eat another one.
I like that one a lot. I got some lemonade in it.
I got a little difference.
A little more tangy than a normal blue raspberry one.
It's a little bit worse than a normal. Like, I'd give that like an 85. And a pink one.
And the strawberry hits you as soon as you put that in your mouth.
That was good. I like that one.
I think that was just mediocre.
Really? That tastes exactly like strawberry lemonade from Olive Garden. So it's my favorite. 87.
62.
I like that one. I'm eating another one.
It is my second favorite.
Do you want another one?
Oh, okay. Thank you, Philip.
I'm eating one more of the pink ones, and I'm going to set these aside. I don't want to be snacking them.
It is my second favorite one out of the bag.
The only bad one was the
Cherry
one. That one was not good.
Yeah, that was bad. Well,
this one makes me think of Olive Garden, though. Like, it's like crazy how similar their taste is. I think it's your turn to start with the weeks.
I'll start with the week. So, Wednesday, we had Caleb AM. And do you know what day I left for the beach? Was it Thursday?
Wednesday. I don't know what day you left for the beach, but you left Starkville on Wednesday.
What day did I leave for the beach? Because that's going to affect how I talk about my whole week.
Probably Thursday.
I think I did leave Thursday. Because Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we left. No. Because I didn't stay 5 days and we left Tuesday.
That would mean Friday.
So what did I do Thursday? Okay, well this is gonna be bad. I went to the beach this week.
How would you number score your week?
71.
Okay.
Wednesday I had church. I remember that.
Excuse me.
Thursday. Oh, I'm so stupid. Thursday was graduation. Thursday was Lauren's graduation. She was valedictorian. So she gave a speech, and it was really, really funny because in her speech she quoted the Bible. What she quoted was really good, but she said the wrong verse for what she quoted. Both of them were written by Paul. Shout out to Paul. So she's like, she realized that afterwards. She's like, I changed the verse in my thing, but I didn't change the verse in my thing. So I hope nobody notices. I think she was like quoting like I don't know. What was she quoting? Or I don't even know what she was trying to quote.
She quoted Philippians 4:13, but said John 3:16.
Something like that. But what she quoted was written by Paul. It just was not.
You all know Genesis 1:1, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory.
Yeah, no, it was so funny because she came out and she's like, I hope nobody notices, but I totally just misquoted the Bible hard. And I was like, it's okay. But yeah, her speech was really good. She only like stumbled like in her words like twice. She was really nervous about it.
That's good.
And Evan also graduated.
He did.
So shout out Next Topic Media member Evan. We love you, bro.
We're all in college now.
Congratulations, bro. Live up the summer because it gets so much worse. I'm kidding. I love college. College has gotten better.
Where's he going?
ICC.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Evan's a good looking dude. His haircut's working. I like his haircut. Anyways. So that was Thursday, and then we ended up going to eat Thursday night. And Friday we left for the beach. Right? Yeah, Friday we left for the beach.
I wasn't there.
Okay, I'm gonna say we left for the beach Friday. We left at 5 in the morning. And we got there about 12:30ish. Luckily though, the drive there was not bad. It went by pretty fast. Had fun, listened to good music, had some great conversations.
That's good.
We got to the beach. We stayed with her aunt, who lives in Panama City Beach, so didn't have to pay for a hotel or anything, which was nice. Then I don't know why we even got there as early as we did, because we didn't go anywhere until her brother and sister-in-law got there, which they didn't get there till 3, so there was really no point in leaving at 5, because we just sat there until they showed up, and then we went to the beach. But yeah, we went to the beach. Oh, me and Lauren did go grocery shopping when we got there. We went grocery shopping, got some groceries. I felt like I was an adult.
I like grocery shopping.
Of course, all I bought was ham, mayonnaise, bread, water, and chips. So, because that's all I need to survive for.
That's all you need at the beach.
Right.
I like eating a bag of chips on the beach.
I do too.
Makes me feel like a real.
So yeah, we did that, and then we went to the beach, and that was fun. I didn't get sunburnt that day. I had fun in the ocean. It was a yellow flag all week, but it was not yellow flag water. So, yellow flag is my favorite flag.
Nothing makes me more mad than going to the beach and then seeing a green flag. Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
Nothing. But it was a yellow flag, so I was excited. But then I got in the water. I was like, "This is green flag water."
Yellow flag is where it's at. Because sometimes you get those random 8-foot waves.
I know, and it's not dangerous because it's not a red flag. But
I swam in a double red once.
You're not allowed to do that.
I got a massive wave, dude. It was awesome.
You better not say that on the internet. They'll arrest you for that. I'm kidding. But
did I say double red? I meant it was a green. It was a double green. It was. There was no wave.
I swam in a purple flag once, but
isn't that like Just like ocean animal waters.
dangerous
Dangerous,
marine
like
life.
sharks.
But the marine biologist who was there, my auntie, talked to him, and he said that it was just like a school of jellyfish that they think has gone away. So they think it's pretty much safe. So that's why I did it. But anyways, so the beach was fun that day. We went to eat at, where did we go eat that night? Where did we go that night?
The Temple of Doom.
No, it wasn't the Temple of Doom. Maybe we just ate in that night. I don't remember if we went anywhere that night. If it comes to me, I'll think about it. But anyways, the next day, which is Saturday, was an all beach day. So we got to the beach, and since like her aunt lives in an apartment, it's not like one of those condos where you're right on the beach and you have like private beach access.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to drive, which it wasn't a far drive. It was like 3 minutes. And we had to go in the public entrance, and so you have to get there early to get a spot on the beach. And I guess it's because it was
busy, huh?
Saturday. Dude, it was crazy. I've never seen so many people on the beach before in my life. I guess because it was Saturday, and like the people who like live there going to the beach, like, and then people who are on vacation. It was absurd. There were so many people at the beach, and we were there from 8 till about 3. And I'm not a big beach fan. Like, I had fun. Me and Lauren did a Bible study, which she said something that was pretty cool, so I thought I'd say it if you don't mind. But this is from Isaiah 31, and it said, "Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help, who rely on horses, who trust in the multitude of their chariots, and into the great strength of their horsemen, but do not look to the Holy One of Israel or seek the help of the Lord." And she basically talked about how, she relies on like a bunch of other things, like people, her parents, social media, all sorts of stuff for her like identity, but not God. So I thought that was pretty cool. That's what we basically talked about. I just wanted to share that. Anyways, so we had a Bible study and we walked down the beach for a while. That was nice. The ocean was a bit more. It was closer to yellow, but all week there wasn't really like waves. It was just really choppy, if that makes sense. Like there wasn't waves crashing and stuff. But I don't know what happened. I guess I got in the water before my sunscreen finished drying, because I got splotchy sunburned. But it wasn't.
I noticed that when your shirt was off.
Thanks, man. But it wasn't. I would show you guys if I wasn't self-conscious. But it wasn't even everywhere. It was on my shoulders and like upper arms, my chesty westy, my back. My neck got sunburned, but just completely. It wasn't splotchy.
What about your tummy wummy?
My tummy wummy, yeah. And then my feet. And my feet and my shoulders are where it hurt the most. Like my back never really hurt, my neck never really hurt, but my shoulders, which they don't hurt anymore, and my feet, which my feet still hurt when I put socks on. But and so basically I was miserable because I hate being sunburned, and I reapplied so many times that day, so I don't know what happened. Like Lauren and her brother were really laughing, like, dude, you put on more sunscreen than everybody, because I always put on an absurd amount of sunscreen because I hate getting sunburned.
Yeah, okay. Valid, real, TPH.
And I'm mad at myself because I convinced myself to go SPF 50 when I normally go SPF 100. And I'm mad at myself for that, but
I go SPF 5.
You're a crazy man.
Actually,
You're a crazy man, Joe.
I don't use sunscreen enough to like pay attention to which one I use, but I'm pretty sure my mom gets 50 or 30.
Yeah, most people do 30, but I don't take chances with the UV rays of the sun.
Speaking of that, I found out that there's tanning beds at the hangout.
What? Who uses that? Anyways, we should go check them out.
No.
Yeah, but I did take a nice cold shower when I got back because I was sunburnt, so I couldn't take a hot one. And it was a refreshing cold shower. And it felt nice, so that was good. And then we went and ate at this place called Shuck'em's, which is, their catchphrase is, "We shuck 'em, you suck 'em," which made me laugh. It's basically talking about oysters because you shuck oysters and then like you suck oysters out the shell.
Yeah.
And Lauren, it is a bad catchphrase. Lauren loves oysters. I mean, they're fine to me. I don't love them. I don't hate them. But
Oysters are one of those seafood that when I eventually start trying seafood, I won't try. There's something disgusting about them.
The texture's a little weird, but if you don't get them raw, her aunt got them raw. I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do that. But Lauren got them baked, and they put like cheese and stuff on them, and they were pretty good. But this restaurant's like right on the beachfront road, so there's so much traffic, and there was a Jeep show in PCB that weekend. So all that's going up and down the street are these like tricked out Jeeps. Some of them were very ugly. Some of them were cool. And then there was this one that was literally just about how much he hated Joe Biden. So everything.
He must not watch President AI videos.
He must not. But like everything on there was F Biden, Let's Go Brandon, like flags, stickers. Like I couldn't see the Jeep symbol on his Jeep because all it was F Joe Biden. And then there was a song. He had a rap playing called F Joe Biden.
I don't think he likes Joe
and
Biden.
It was this guy just rapping about how bad Joe Biden was, and it was so funny.
He must get bad gas mileage in his Jeep.
He must. And there was traffic, so he was stuck there for a while, and it was so annoying because all I could hear is this rap. And it was nice outside. It was windy. The sun was shaded, so we ate outside. And it comes through, and this rap goes, and I'm a Christian guy, so Lord forgive me, but F Joe Biden. Biden is a he's a Like I was like, good Lord, you're not a Christian guy. Stop. The Lord loves Joe Biden, whether you believe it or not.
You don't have to, but come on.
It was.
Could be the sunscreen was old. It's over a year old. It doesn't work as well. Did you use old sunscreen?
I bought it when I got there, but I didn't check the expiration date, so maybe I bought old sunscreen. I don't know.
If you did, you should sue.
It's just really splotchy, so I don't get it. But anyways, I didn't check the thing, but so yeah, that was that. And I got a fried shrimp platter with the best tartar sauce I've ever had in my life. It was very good.
Really?
The fried shrimp was just good. Fried shrimp's really good anyways. And then their fries were absurdly good, so I was pretty happy with that. And then Sunday, we woke up, and we said we were going to have a shopping day where we didn't go to the beach and we just shopped and went around PCB doing stuff. And we didn't take into account that it was Sunday, so everything was like closed. Not everything, but some things we wanted to go and do. But it was fine. So we woke up, we played cards. I turned on my church live stream for about 30 minutes before we had to go. And I really only got to see praise and worship. But they didn't have me, so they struggled. I'm just kidding.
Nobody was able to worship God without me there.
So yeah, we played cards, and I bought cards because I figured maybe some nights we'd play cards, and then we played cards one time, and they didn't have the 97-cent card packs. They only had the $5 2-pack. But I was like, you know what? This is worth it. We're going to play cards. We didn't play cards.
Cards are always worth it to have. Do you have them here?
Mm-hmm. 2 packs.
Good. The only cards I have are like, I have one deck of cards in my backpack to do magic in school. And then I have like a bunch of like collector's card packs. Like
I want some collector's card packs.
I got the Star Wars ones, the Game Theory ones, and the Demon Slayer ones.
The Spider-Man one.
The Spider-Man ones are cool. I haven't seen them around though, and they're also $12.
I know, worth it. But so yeah, that was that. I did that. We played cards. We went to Pier Park, which if you don't know, is this huge outlet mall in PCB with tons of stores. There's a Target. There's a Dillard's.
I love Target.
And it's like a huge campus almost because it's on this side, and then there on the other side of the street there's Pier Park North, which is like other stuff, and it's like 2 miles long. There's a Margaritaville. We didn't get to go to all the stores because we didn't like go through all the sections. We pretty much just stayed in one section because me and Lauren both didn't want to spend a lot of money.
Was there a Lululemon?
Mm-hmm.
I won't go.
Unfortunately, there might be, and we just didn't go to it. I have been before, and there's a Croc store, but we didn't go to the Croc store this time. There's a lot of stores we didn't go to that I would have wanted to, but I probably would have ended up spending more money than I should have. So good. I'm glad we didn't go. But anyways, and Target had a bunch of vinyls. I didn't get any, but they did have the new Guardians soundtrack. But what they did have is this Star-Lord Funko Pop. And
they did have the Guardians soundtrack?
On vinyl.
I haven't seen it on vinyl yet.
But they had this. Super cool. I've been looking for it since the movie came out. And I went to GameStop after the movie came out, and it was gone. So that's that. But
I saw it at our GameStop. But there was also a lot of them. So I didn't want to, in case you wanted like Rocket or something. But when I get to my week, I saw this too. I almost bought it for you.
Oh,
I'm glad I did it.
You're such a good friend.
In retrospect, I'm very glad I did it.
I might go and buy Baby
Rocket was also there.
But I might go buy Baby Rocket, I don't know. But anyways, I get there and it was going to be like $12.99. Funko Pop, I'm in Florida, it's fine. And I go up to the register, and the dude at the register was a freaking G. He scans it, and he's like, hey, do you have the app? And I was like, no. And he's like, if you get the app, and you scan this little thing in the app, or you enter your number, it'll match the cheapest price online, and we'll match it. And I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. So I did it, and the price ended up being like $9.50.
Nice.
So I was like, heck yeah, go Target. I didn't know Target did that. He's like, yeah, we
price
do that.
matching is goated.
He was like,
GameStop does that. Don't ever buy something expensive from GameStop without price matching it.
Cool, bro. I didn't know that either. No one ever tells you that, but that was the first.
Because they lose money if they tell you that.
But he told me that, so I was like, dude, thanks, bro. You're a real one for that. He was a super nice guy, too.
He's feeling generous. He must have seen the holes in your shirt.
Yeah. And my soul. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's fine. But, so, that happened. And then we went to Hot Topic, and it's anime. The Hot Topic.
Didn't buy me anything Demon Slayer.
They had a lot of Demon Slayer stuff. It was still expensive. Like, they had this porcelain statuette. It was like a cookie jar. A porcelain cookie jar of Tanjiro.
Oh gosh, that scared me, dude. I thought it was going to be a female character.
No, and you could take its head off, and it was like $80. I was like, gosh.
Oh.
They did have some cool t-shirts, but I didn't know which one you'd like best, and I'm sorry. I should have bought you something.
That's okay. I forgive you. I didn't buy you anything.
I almost
did buy you a ring, but
I would have bought you a purple guava pear if I would have.
I really want one.
If I would have seen one.
I was so hopeful.
But I did almost buy a Jujutsu Kaisen shirt, not because I've seen the show, and I'm not even like crazy about the show. It's all right, but it was a really cool shirt. So I almost bought it, but I didn't. And then I went over to the band t-shirt section, which is my favorite part of Hot Topic because I love band shirts and the Funko Pops. And I saw some Fall Out Boy stuff, so I was like, oh, cool. And I started looking. It was mainly just new album merch, and if you've seen the album cover, you can probably assume that the new album merch is pretty ugly.
Yeah, it's one of the worst album covers.
It is. Album's good though, but they did have one cool shirt that I almost bought, and then I saw the Paramore stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I don't have a Paramore shirt. And I started looking, and they had three. One was the girl's face, like in red, and she was looking that way, and it was looking like she was like looking at my man boob, so it made me uncomfortable. And then there was this one, which says "This Is Why," and it's got the album set list on the back. And then there was another one that said Paramore, and it had no, it didn't. It said "C'est comme ça," and on the back it said Paramore, and it had a picture of like all three of them, and it was white. But I decided to get this one, and I'm glad I get this one. And then we ate at Red Robin, yum, which I've never had before.
Is that the one that goes like Red Robin, where food is good?
No, it's Red Robin, yum.
What's the where food is good?
That might be that too. I just remember it being Red Robin, yum. But I never ate there before. But we decided to eat there because we were trying not to spend too much money. because we still had like 2 more days at the beach, and um, they have bottomless sides. So if you get like certain meals, they come with bottomless fries, and I got bottomless steak fries, and it was incredible.
Nice.
And I got a really good burger, and I was very pleased with Red Robin for my first trip. I'll go back
if the Lord wills it, please.
yeah, I'll go back if I ever see one, because it was really good. So I'm happy we went there, and then that night we ended up going back to the beach, but it was later in the day, so it was cool, and the sun wasn't really out, and we just kind of chilled for a while, and then Dalton and his wife did some crab hunting when it got dark, and me and Lauren went back and we made ham sandwiches for supper.
Real? Oh.
And we watched the basketball game, so that was fun. And then the next morning was Monday, so another beach day, and I sat under the umbrella the entire time. I was not getting more sunburn than I already was. I think I left twice, once to go in the ocean and another time to throw something away, but the rest of the time I was sitting under the umbrella, not doing anything.
No risks.
I just kind of sat there for a while. I read my Bible a lot that day because I just had nothing to do. So I was just like, I think it's the most I've read my Bible in one sitting, because we were there. We left later in the day because it was a Monday, so there wouldn't be a lot of people there. I think we got there at 11, and we still stayed till 3. But yeah, that's the most I've read my Bible in one sitting before, I think.
You should have put sunscreen on, but just on the places you were already sunburnt, and gone and got sunburnt, so you would have had an even sunburn.
You're so right. But I still put on so much sunscreen too. And I didn't get sunburned anymore that day. So
I wonder why.
that was great. And then me and Lauren later that night went to eat at this place called Dat Cajun Place. Spelled D-A-T, Cajun Place. Mm-hmm. And it's like a New Orleans themed styled restaurant, but it's like seafood at the same time. Lauren got more baked oysters. I got an alligator po' boy. Let me. I can't show you the picture. Dang it! It looked incredible, and it tasted even better. It was so good. That was the best thing I ate while I was there. Alligator po' boy. I was so happy after that. And then we went and played mini golf, and I came in second because Lauren decided to hit 2 hole-in-ones in the back 9.
Damn.
And
speaking of hole-in-ones, I've aced before in disc golf.
So
I don't think I'm going to talk about it, but I almost aced again this week on Monday. Like, it was kind of annoying that it didn't go in. Looking back, it would have been like back-to-back Monday aces.
I'm sorry.
But I'm not upset because I would have been mad if I'd aced twice before, like, Connor aced. So, not mad. I would have been sad for Connor.
And me.
And you and other people, too.
Anyways, before I get sad again. So, I'm sorry, I'm not sad. But, so after that, we went back. After we played mini golf, went back to the apartment. We cleaned up a bit, packed up everything. We were leaving the next day. Took showers, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention. So the night before, I had gotten no sleep because her aunt has this dog, and her name is Presley. She's a boxer, so she's big. Mm-hmm. She's really nice. One of the sweetest dogs I've ever met. But she decided that she wanted to sleep on the couch, and slowly, like inch by inch, she started stretching out to where I was curled up in a ball like this. And then I thought, maybe I can put my legs to the side of her. She literally took her paws and did this.
She hates
and
you.
Pushed my legs off the couch.
She's your biggest op.
I went to the bed and I was like, Lauren, get this dog off the couch. And I think it was like 3 in the morning when that happened. Because I had not been sleeping at all. Because I didn't want to like wake anybody up. And I didn't want to like push the dog off the bed. It's a big dog. So I was like, okay. So I was like, Lauren, get this dog off the couch. I gotta go to sleep. So she did. And I went to sleep. But, so anyways, that night, it was hard for me to fall asleep again. I guess because I was nervous about having to drive again, and her brother and his wife wanted to leave at 5 in the morning, and they didn't leave until 7, but they still woke up at 4:30. So I was up with them basically because I couldn't go to sleep. And when they left, I basically swept the apartment because there's a lot of sand. To make sure everything was packed, started loading up, washed some dishes, and then Lauren woke up, and we wanted to leave by 10, which we ended up leaving at 9:30.
Nice.
But since I have to work today, originally we were supposed to be coming back today. Since I had to work,
it was all for the best for Caleb and M's sake.
yeah. But since I had to work, I basically said we need to come back Tuesday, which Lauren was fine with. But since we weren't having that last day, she wanted to go back to the beach one more time before we left. So we got up and went to the beach. We got there about 8:30, 8:45. I think it was 8:30. We decided that there was this like condo in like that way with a green roof, and when we had walked down the beach earlier, we had wanted to walk to there, but we got too tired, and so we came back before that. And we're like, you know what, today we're gonna walk there. We're gonna finish it. It took forever, and oh gosh, I was tired.
I felt that.
And it took us to like 9:15, so 45 minutes to get there and back. So we ended up going back to her aunt's place to like get the sand off of us, and I had to change because I was sweating. So we did all that. We packed up. We left. You actually called me when I was on my way back from the beach, telling me that the pole was up. So when you said turn on Tiki Drive, I was turning into where the apartment was.
Oh.
But so
before I ever heard your voice, I just heard turn on the Tiki Drive.
Yeah.
I was like,
hey, by the way,
don't forget, turn.
So then we ended up coming back. Stopped at my last gas station I would stop at to be disappointed that I would not find a Lolakai lychee. Went to 13 or a purple guava pear. They didn't even have a bang in that gas station.
Screw them.
I'm not joking.
They're my ops, bro.
There was not a bang in that gas station. But in that last one, there were bangs in other ones, but not the purple guava pear. But I went to a Publix and a Winn-Dixie.
Dude, I forgot Winn-Dixie existed till this weekend.
And like 13, 14 different gas stations. Never found a Lolakai lychee, so I'm beginning to think they don't exist. And I thought maybe in Florida they'll have them, but they didn't. So
Not the Sweet Talk Daniel. I'm sure there's some in DC.
Probably. We went back, started driving. We get about 3.5 hours away from home, and stopped at Chick-fil-A. And it's Chick-fil-A. I didn't expect the line to be slow because it's Chick-fil-A. And they had the little outdoor thing like they do in Starkville, but no one was working in it. And so it took a solid 40 minutes, and that really made me mad. So, because I couldn't get out, you know.
Yeah.
But so anyways, but we got food, and I was in a bad mood the rest of the time because we spent 40 minutes in a Chick-fil-A drive-through. So
checks.
And I still had another 3.5 hours to drive. Highway 82 is long, dude. It is ridiculously long. And I hated driving through Tuscaloosa. I hate it, but got through it.
Through Tuscaloosa's horrifying. Driving through Birmingham is
worse.
Oh, it's so scary.
Driving a PCB.
There's literally like 7 lanes on each side of the road, and that scares the mess out of me.
PCB wasn't even. I was afraid driving in PCB was gonna be tough, and it wasn't. Like
beach towns aren't too bad.
I figured I don't know. I thought it'd be a lot of tours and stuff, but it was fine. But yeah, so finally got back. Got back here. Went to prayer night. We watched a great movie last night. Fantastic movie. Called Dinosaur Hotel.
Oh, it was so good. It had a 1.9 out of 10 on IMDb, and that was...
I don't know how it got that high.
That was at least double the actual score.
That was one of the worst movies, if not the worst movie I think I've ever seen. It is horrible. Horrible.
I don't get how that movie studio can make movies like that. Like, how can you make that and be proud?
I really hope they're making them as jokes, but I don't think they are.
I think they kind of are. I know the Winnie the Pooh one, like, the director was pretty outspoken about how, like, he wasn't serious about the movie. He thought it was funny, but, like, I don't know if he thinks about all of his crappy movies.
I don't know,
because it was the same studio, but it's just, like...
It was bad, man.
How can you just make so many bad movies? It's like... The one we watched last night, it was almost to the point of so bad it was good, because it was kind of funny, but, like...
No.
It still was, like, just... really bad.
Like, the best part, I feel like I could see him sitting in the editing room when the girl ran. I was like, who's like, wait, cut back to her when she hasn't ran yet, and then let her run again. That'll be hilarious. Because that's what happened. She ran, and then you cut back, and she's still standing in the corner, and then she runs again. I was like, what the frick? It was so funny, dude.
And there was a garbage plot twist at the end. It was funny, dude.
But why? You know why?
Because I think it's funny.
What's in the box? I'm sorry.
You're about to be like I was. You're gonna watch your mother die right in front of you.
Bro, Peter was just sitting there, bro. His mom was about to die, and he was just chilling on the stairs.
Those kid actors were by far the worst I've ever seen. It made me mad. Like, I used to be in plays, so I can critique child actors, and it's like most of the time they're gonna be the worst actors in the movie. But it was. I am scared, Mom. Mom, what are we going to do? It looked like they didn't know how to read, and they were trying to read a book.
The worst part was like when the mom figured out that Zara was the bad guy. I was like, wait, the robot told me there were 3 people left in the game, me and the kids.
Then she whips a gun out.
You weren't supposed to figure that out. Clever
girl.
I was like, no, why?
It was annoying how bad every actor in that movie was. There was like two
it was so funny.
actors that seemed a little competent, and they still weren't that good. I wonder if that one person ever even opened my DM. I DM'd one of the people in the movie.
Why would you? Because the decision she made in the movie was...
Oh, it was so funny. Like, the mom was like, please protect my kid from the T-Rex. And then she yells at the girl. She's like, run. And then after the girl gets away from the T-Rex, she jumps out in front of the T-Rex and then just gets ate. Like, she was literally like...
And the dinosaurs did not look good.
Oh, dude,
and the death scenes looked even worse.
Man.
They were bad.
Most of the movie was literally just characters looking at dinosaurs, but they didn't even have the budget to put their crappy-looking dinosaurs on screen for most of the movie. So it was just like... Like,
the
there was literally people
didn't have a hole in it.
Mouthing words. Like, they were just like... I was like, dude, this is terrible. And yeah, one character had a gun, like a pistol, and there was no hole in the front. So, like...
It was a fake gun. Oh, man. Okay.
I can't wait to watch the sequel. It has a 4.3. It must be a masterpiece.
This is the best movie they ever made. Oh, man. Okay.
And that's where we are now.
That's my week.
I'm so proud of you.
For what?
You had a long week. You had a bunch to talk about. Usually mine's kind of long. I think mine will be pretty short this week.
I did go to the beach.
Wednesday, Did we, play disc golf Wednesday or something?
Maybe. Yeah, we did. Because JJ had the bad day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We went to play at Wise, which is where me, you, and Riley played. We had a fun time. Mm-hmm. But nobody was having a good time on Wednesday.
I was having a fine time. Not a great time, mind you.
JJ was bringing the mood down.
He was, I understand.
He was having a rough time.
Yeah.
I felt bad for him. Because he wanted to leave the whole time. I felt bad for him. But I was having a whatever time. I was throwing some okay shots, but it's kind of whatever. Then came back here, probably played Tears of the Kingdom. That would make sense. Then you left. Thursday. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense now. So Wednesday, I was gonna go get breakfast with my friend that was leaving on Saturday, but that ended up not happening, sadly. So I was thinking maybe we'll do it Thursday, but me and JJ had to leave on Thursday, so we ended up not getting breakfast at all. But it's okay.
Happens.
He is off in the army now, I think. I don't know what branch he's in, but Thursday I had Andy's suit here for the wedding we were in. Shout out to Isaac Saint. He's married now. So I had his suit, and Thursday morning, I woke up. The night before, everybody was like texting, like making jokes in a little group chat between me and a few other guys that were gonna be there, and I ended up going to sleep because I was tired and had the drive. So, as you do, I went to sleep, and before I went to sleep, I texted Andy and I was like, "Yo, you have your tie, right? Because we got like a box of tie." And he was like, I think I threw it in the bottom of my suit bag he texted me that when I woke up. And so I went and checked the bag, pat the bag down, reach around in the bottom. It's not there. And I was like, well, that sucks. And I reached in mine, felt around in the bottom, wasn't there. And I was like, crap. That's not good. And I texted him, I was like, so it's not in your car? And he's like, no, it's not in my car. And he went and checked, wasn't in his car. So this was around 9. Me and JJ wanted to leave at 10:30 or 10-ish, around then. I was like, this sucks. And so he was like, can you go to my house and try to look for it? I was like, yeah, sure. And so I went to his house, and I'm just like going crazy. I check, and all of Andy's suits for his wedding, like all of his roommate suits are also at the house. So I checked in all of theirs. I went and checked in like every drawer in his room, under his bed, behind like books, behind his TV, everywhere on his desk, like literally everywhere in his room was not there. And I was sitting there like, this sucks. I literally looked nonstop for about 40 minutes, and it was like 9:50ish, and I was like, I need to go soon. So I texted him. I was like, dude, I can't find it. I'm like, I don't know. I have to leave. And he was like, this isn't good. I will like use your tie to find the most similar looking tie I can, and just don't tell Isaac. Like, we don't want to stress him out about this right now. If we can't find a tie, then we'll stress him out. Which, in the long run, it actually wouldn't have mattered because they had an extra tie. So, it was like a skinny tie, so it would have looked really stupid. But they had the tie. So, but anyways, so it was kind of cool. I sat there and I was like, God, please just let me find this tie. And then I like looked a little bit longer because I kind of was like, I'm going to pray. And then when I open my eyes, the tie is going to be right there.
It's going to be sitting in the seat.
But that was not what happened. I like looked for like literally 30 more seconds, and then I left. And then I was like, I'll check the suit one more time. And I opened it up, reached down in there. I was like, nope, it's not here. And I was like, maybe like for some reason put it in the jacket. And I opened it up, and it was sitting in the jacket. And I was like, I called Andy. I was like, Andy, you messed me up. You said you put it in the bottom of the bag. You put it in the suit. And he was like, oh, my bad. I was like,
Andy.
Come on, man.
Classic Andy.
Classic Andy move, honestly. But I found it. And the moral of the story is, I prayed before I found it. Thanks, Jesus. And then I went back. The first thing on our bachelor to-do list was playing around the disc golf at 2. And we left. It was like a 2-hour and 50-minute drive. I don't know what happened, but we left close to 10:30. And we stopped for lunch at Popeyes. Not only the fastest server at Popeyes, fastest service any place I've ever been.
Really?
Like, we were worried about stopping at Popeyes because it's so slow. Mm-hmm. But no joke, before my card finished processing, they were handing me my food.
Go Popeyes.
And I hadn't even got, like, my drink cup yet. Like, I started walking off and I was like, wait, I don't have a cup. Like, I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself.
Good for them.
It was insane. And they didn't mess my order up either.
Wow.
I was so
Where is
impressed.
this Popeyes?
It was in Meridian.
Meridian?
Meridian.
I'm going to go to Meridian for some Popeyes.
They also have a good Chick-fil-A and a Books A Million right next to it. So
They have Books A Million in Meridian?
I'll get to that point.
They have an FYE, I think, too.
But so, a first-year experience at Mississippi State. FYE.
No.
But,
That's not what that stands for.
that's what an FYE at State is.
That's state, but FYE is a store.
Yes, I know.
It stands for your everything. And
Yeah.
they've got a bunch of movies and pops and clothes and records. It's a cool store. I love that store.
Okay, yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. I forgot to give my number score for the week. I would say, especially after Monday and yesterday. Yesterday was an incredible day. I would say 94. I had a really awesome week. Like, a lot went wrong during Isaac's bachelor party for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to sit here and talk about all of it because, like, even though a lot went
Your
wrong,
party sucked.
even though a lot went wrong,
Just kidding.
I was having an incredible time. Like, you feel me?
I feel you.
Like, it was Isaac's bachelor party.
Right.
I was just happy.
Yeah.
Like, crap kept happening, and I was just like cheesing through it. So,
Yes, man.
so
Way to go.
but and then every other day was pretty awesome too. So it was only supposed to be 2 hours 50 minutes, and we left at like 10:30. So I was like, we'll get there at like 1-ish. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, around like 1:30ish. But then we ended up we drove straight to the disc golf course, and it was like 20 minutes past the house, and we ended up getting there at like 2:12, and I was like, how did this happen? I mean, we got there before Isaac did, so it was no big deal, but I was like, I thought we were going to get there early, have time to warm up and stuff. We didn't. I wish we had. I might have had a different disc golf day. I did win in disc golf, but we weren't really like being competitive. There was 8 or 9 guys there, so it wasn't like we were really playing for keeps. We were trying to just play as fast as we could because a disc golf round with 8 people takes about 4 hours. It did start pouring rain in the middle of the round, and I thought we were going to leave because we had finished 9 holes, and then we were like next to the cars, and then we just kept playing, and I was like, I don't think I've ever done this. I'm uncomfortable.
How did disc apply in the rain?
You can't throw them as hard. I mean, they'll slip out of your hand more if you don't keep them dry. I kept mine dry, and I was like holding them under my shirt like this until I went to throw. And I would like keep my grip, but they don't fly as far because the rain's pushing.
Right.
Down. I had a beautiful shot on one hole. Like, it was a hole that didn't match my throw at all. I didn't have like a birdie look on it, but I mean, it was the first time I ever played it. But like, it was just a straight tree line, like heavy woods on the right with the basket on the back side of the tree line, and it was like 330 feet. And then there was like scattered trees on the left, and I threw one straight down, and it like was literally right in the edge of the tree line.
Nice.
Right in the edge of the tree line, the heavy woods, and then it like barely curved in and then curved out and did a small skip at the end. And I was like 30 feet from the basket, and I was like, it was raining, so I wasn't gonna make that putt, but that was the best shot I took all day. I was very impressed with myself. But Isaac almost aced once. He like landed under the basket. It was pretty cool. But so besides that, I lost 2 of my favorite drivers. I hated myself, and I had to sit there and like act like I wasn't upset about it because it was a bachelor party. But I was very sad. But my birthday's coming up. Maybe Andy said he'd buy me one of them because he already bought me one disc that Kevin Jones is going to sign. I'm so excited about that, dude. I can't wait for that.
I'm so excited for your birthday. I love your birthday. It's my second favorite day of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not. I was like, I would make your birthday my second favorite day of the year if that was true. But
You want me to make You want to make our birthday second favorite days of the year?
sure.
All right.
So if somebody ever asks what my second favorite day of the year is, I know what to say. But so then we went out to eat. I already told you about a bunch of this. The pizza I had at the place we went was good, but then I ordered some marinara sauce to dip it in, like a small cup of it, and they brought me a bowl of it, and it cost $5. I was very upset about that.
That's so funny, dude. I'm sorry. I know
It makes me
upsetting,
mad.
but that's funny as crap.
Yeah, it was really annoying. But like once they brought it out, what was I supposed to do? Like, I don't want this. I asked for it. No.
Is this really necessary? I just wanted a cup, like a little thing. This is a bowl.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, they're charging me for this. I'm so sad because my bank account was suffering this weekend. We went axe throwing. It was very fun.
Axe throwing is fun. I
got 3 bullseyes in a row. So did Isaac, and we got to sign our name on a little board for doing it. So that was pretty sick. And then after that, we went back and we just like hung out and talked that night. The next day, we went and got haircuts. I got a clean shave. It was really nice, but it was insanely expensive, and I was very sad about that. I kept doing stuff that was more expensive than I thought it would be, and then
when you explained it to me, it's like, I didn't need a haircut, and I've been growing it out so I could shave, and I figured it'd be cheaper than the haircut, and it wasn't.
It was not. It was like $10 more expensive than the haircut, and I was like, "This is so insane," because the haircuts were already expensive. I spent like $30-something on a clean shave, and I literally could have, got my razor and done it for free that night. But yeah,
that's so funny. I'm sorry. Like I know that's not.
It's fine.
Oh gosh.
It's fine. We went to IHOP, which was awesome.
I love IHOP.
I realize I haven't been saying the dates. This was Friday. So, went to IHOP. I love IHOP. Andy had never had it. I actually found out after we went to IHOP, the first place that Isaac and Adrian went out to eat officially as a couple was an IHOP. So,
that's cool.
Or the way he explained the story, that's what he made it sound like. They went out to eat with another couple from their church or something, and they went to an IHOP, and I was like, huh, full circle. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
And I don't know. I love IHOP. I don't get it often. So I was like, can we please go to IHOP?
IHOP's great.
And then we just we got coffee. I got a vanilla frap. It was really good. I guess I'm a coffee drinker now.
Where'd you go?
It was like
Was it like a local place?
It was a local place. I have a picture of it on my phone. Because if you ever get the chance, you should go. It's called Java Mo's.
Yeah. Local
coffee company.
Local places are always better than.
It was really good. So I didn't think I'd drink the whole thing, and then I did. Then we went back. I took a short nap because Isaac had to leave to go pick up Adrian, and so I was like, "Isaac's not here. I'm not talking to the bachelor party."
I don't care about these people.
And then JJ also went to sleep, and then I don't know. Isaac's brothers weren't there. Adrian's brother wasn't there. Andy went to play Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know. Ryan was probably also playing Tears of the Kingdom, honestly. So I just played Tears of the Kingdom and then went to sleep. And then I woke up.
Real.
1 minute before my alarm went off that I set to wake me up.
That's so cool when that happens.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
And then we went to the rehearsal dinner. We went to the rehearsal. It was great. Got all our places for the wedding, and then we went to the rehearsal dinner. It was not as great. I won't talk about that long, but my prime rib was not cooked, and it made me sad at all. And it was cold, and I was really hungry.
It was a piece of meat.
It was literally just a slab of meat jello, and it was nasty. But the place was really nice.
It was beautiful inside.
And I had a great time visiting with Isaac, and my family was there, so I got to talk to my dad and my mom a lot, so that was great.
Love you, Miss Laura.
Love you, Mom and Dad. Then
when Brad starts watching our show, I'll tell him.
So then afterwards, we were gonna go to the Waffle House, but then we ended up not going to the Waffle House, and we changed it to Cookout, and then we ended up not going to Cookout to get milkshakes, and I was very sad about that. So we stayed up for a while, and then we went to sleep. And then the next day was wedding day. We got to the church at 10:30, got ready to take pictures at 11 because they said be ready at 11. And then we took pictures at noon after waiting for food. And we got Jimmy John's sandwiches and some chips. And the sandwiches were pretty good. I always, not hate, but it is whenever I go to a place where you get food and they're not like a restaurant, like a party thing, and somebody's like, yeah, no, we have 10 Jimmy John's sandwiches coming for catering. It's like, ooh, exciting, but I know that means that they ordered a bunch of sandwiches that just comes with everything on it. And I get to sit there and look like the pickiest eater in the room and peel everything off the sandwich because I just like the meat and cheese. And the turkey sandwiches didn't even have cheese on them, so I just ate a turkey sandwich. A couple of them because I was famished. Because I didn't eat before because I was told that there would be food there, and then there wasn't when we got there. But those Jimmy John's sandwiches came in clutch. So did those bags of Wavy Lays. But yeah. So then we sat around, chilled, took pictures every once in a while, and then Isaac got married. Yeah. We did a thing where like two of the pastors, the pastor that was speaking and then a guy that was praying came in and they were like, all right, we're gonna pray over Isaac. I'll pray and then the other guy will pray. And he was like, actually, if anybody else wants to pray, y'all can do it too. And then Isaac's older brother prayed, and then every groomsman prayed for him, and it was pretty sweet. Isaac was bawling his eyes out, and I was not surprised. I will be doing the same thing in my wedding, so. But
I'm excited for your wedding.
I am too.
Like, okay, this is gonna sound crazy. I'm excited for my wedding as well, but I don't know if I'm more excited for my wedding or for chilling with, like, the rest of the groom's party. I don't know.
The rest of the groom's party's weddings, or
no,
just
like
the rest of the groom's party?
At my wedding, like, me and the other, like, the groomsmen just, like, going to eat and chilling.
I'm excited.
I don't know what I'm more excited for.
That.
Like, I hope Lauren doesn't hear that because she's gonna
get
be
upset.
very mad at me.
I'm definitely more excited for my wedding, but I understand that entirely because I don't know. I've been thinking about my groom's party a lot lately.
Same.
And I don't know.
I already know mine.
I know mine. It's great because it's like people, for the most part, it'll be people that are like close friends and hang out a lot. But like, there will be people in mine that like y'all don't get to see often, and Isaac doesn't get to see often. Oh, spoiler! Isaac's gonna be in mine if he says yes, of course.
He's gonna say no, Caleb.
No. You shouldn't have asked me over Caleb. Who knows? Maybe I haven't talked to him in 3 years once I get married or whatever. I don't think that'll happen. But I don't want to name names for everybody else because spoiler warnings. You're not in. I'm sorry. I had to cut somebody.
Dang it! I guess you're not my best man anymore.
No, fine. You can be in my wedding. Gosh.
And that's called leverage.
But yeah, no. It's just gonna be fun. I can't wait to like just do stuff with all my friends.
I know. We should just do that every week.
We should.
If I had the money to do like
I've also been thinking about. Oh, my mom said love you too. I can only assume she was talking to you.
I think she was, but you are her son, so I won't take the...
Maybe she was talking to both of us. She meant to say love y'all too.
Love y'all too.
Yeah. So, I've also been thinking about like best man stuff because like I'm planning stuff for Andy. And I was like, I'm gonna have to do this for Caleb too. But I think that's a couple of years down the line.
It's gonna be a bit. You're fine. You got time. I am not proposing anytime soon.
That's good.
I need money to do that.
So yeah, Saturday, Isaac got married. We went to the reception afterwards. Their food was not what it was. Literally just cheese and fruit, just a bunch of cheese and fruit. And the cheese was like fancy cheese, and I'm not a fan of fancy cheese. I don't know, like I want to like it, but some of it was good. But like I tried this I told Riley about it, and she knew exactly what I was talking. It was like blueberry goat cheese, is what it's called.
Yeah, no.
And oh my goodness, it was not good.
Did they have baked Gouda?
I don't know. A lot of it was gone by the time I got there because we took pictures afterwards too. Because what I didn't know about weddings, you can choose to see the bride and take pictures before the wedding, which I didn't know. I thought the whole thing was you see her for the first time during the wedding. But Jack didn't do that. He took pictures before. And Isaac did do that, and so afterwards we like took pictures for like 30-40 minutes.
Jack's getting divorced, dude.
No,
It's
not. Don't say
I'm just
that.
joking. You cursed the
Um,
wedding, Jack.
It's apparently really popular
Yeah,
to
no,
do
it
that,
is.
and I kind of get why.
I don't-
Because like while everybody else was at the reception, we were sitting around waiting to take pictures.
I don't
so.
believe in that superstition
No, that's
stuff,
dumb.
like,
But
I was just joking, Jack. You're not getting divorced.
so yeah, I got to go talk to like Connor, Charlie, Delarian, and all them and Hunter and Ella too, and Ben. Sorry, after I started naming, I would have felt bad for skipping anybody. Got to talk to all these people that live in Columbus, so that was cool. Found out my dad was preaching at Fairview, and I was like, huh, I thought he quit, so that's cool. He has 2 weeks left now. Yeah, and then me and JJ were starving because we hadn't ate anything besides wedding cake, pretty much.
And cheese.
So I barely had any cheese. Mine was fruit. I ate a lot of fruit. But I was really hungry, so we were like, we need to stop somewhere. Oh, I need to go get my thing. I'm gonna put this back while I'm gone. Keep them entertaining for me. On the way back. Oh, love you both. Silly, you can be plural. Oh.
That's all I did while you were gone.
Oh,
I just sat there and stared at the camera.
So while we were gone, on the way back, we stopped at Chick-fil-A and the one next to the Popeyes in Meridian, and I really wanted to go to a bookstore. And because like the Barnes and Noble here doesn't have much of anything at this point. I've bought out their stock. But I wanted there had been a book I had wanted. Just have all the parties and then elope. The wedding is just stressful.
That's what I want to do, but Lauren's like, no, we had to have a wedding. Why?
I think that's a fair thing.
I mean, yeah, it's fair, but I don't have one.
Blueberry goat cheese was delicious. Okay, so my mom liked it. That's good. It was no, I did not like it. It was scary. But so what was I saying? I wanted to stop at a bookstore. I thought there was a Barnes and Noble, and then when we were leaving the Chick-fil-A, I saw the Books A Million. I was like, oh. It was like 7:30, and I was like, JJ, do you think that's open? And he was like, probably. And I was like, okay, how about this? If it closes at 8, we'll go. And then he looked up the hours online. You want to guess what time it closed?
9, 8.
8. So we went. I was looking through all their sections of books that I liked, and then there was like a book I saw at a Barnes & Noble in Tuscaloosa that I really wanted, but it was expensive and long, and I'm not a big reader most of the time, so I couldn't really just like force myself to get it when there was like other stuff I could get. But I saw it there, and I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to read more lately. I'll get it. So I got it. I called my mom and asked for advice if a $25 book was worth buying, and she was like, I'd say so. Let me look it up online. And the same book was like $25 to $40 online.
If it makes you feel any better, this shirt was $25.
That does make me feel better.
And it's a Gildan t-shirt.
I don't feel bad at all about buying this. This is a pretty hefty book.
Yeah.
And the cover looks cool. Another 2001. It has these creepy looking people on the front of it. And it is like the sequel to a TV show that I watched and really liked. So it's kind of cool. I've read the first chapter. I've been reading it every night, but I've been really tired and not reading very long because I've wanted to get some sleep.
Fair.
And the first chapter was kind of long, but I read like the prologue in the first chapter, and it was kind of cool, like how some of the characters that survive the TV show and some of the ones that die in the TV show, because it's like a horror thriller type of thing. They were mentioned, and I don't know, it was kind of cool because I haven't seen the show in like over a year, so it makes me want to watch the show again. But I'm very excited to be reading a book. It makes me want to read more books. So that was Saturday. Sunday, got up, since I drove to, I also, me and JJ listened to a lot of good music. On the way back, I listened to a lot of, like, sad alternative rap, and I was like, I don't know why, I was just in the mood for it. The wedding kind of got me and JJ depressed because we were single, so, yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to admit that online. It didn't actually get me, like, depressed or anything. I was just like, I would randomly think, like, I want to do this. I want to be married. I want to have a girlfriend, and I don't. But, so, we also listened to some country music to appeal JJ, and then a lot of worship music, too. Some Noah Kahan.
What country music, just out of curiosity?
I don't remember what it was called. It was just a couple. There was one song, I don't know. I just can't remember. It was.
Did you like any of it?
It was pretty good.
Was it Luke Combs?
No.
Dang it.
It was like, I think it was like an underground artist. So.
Muscadine Bloodline, maybe.
No, I would have remembered that because JJ loves them. So, I guess I could find it. It's on my playlist.
You don't have to.
I'll look for it while I'm talking.
Dude, I'm getting impatient about whatever this is. I need to know.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'll get there on Monday night. So,
Okay.
Sunday, I drove all the way back Saturday. I was going to go straight to sleep, but I don't know, like, I just wasn't tired when we got back. I did drink an energy drink on the way back because I was like, I'm going to fall asleep if I don't drink one.
Real.
Oh, we stopped at a gas station. I found that rain. I bought 3 whole lot of pina colada bangs.
Nice.
And gas was $2.75 at that Love's.
Sick.
It was goated, dude.
I had to pay $3.39 in Florida.
It was by Kirk J.
Don't know who that is, so it's okay.
It's called Why Didn't You? It was pretty good. And then there was another one by Dax.
I've heard of Dax.
It's called To Be a Man. That one was like really, really like, I don't want any female to know I've listened to this song.
No, yeah.
It was kind of factual a little bit, but like I think it was a little over the top.
Yeah.
But yeah. So Sunday, JJ drove to church because I was like, I'm not driving. I just drove us 7 hours. I'm not doing it. You can drive to church. He didn't have any problem, but I was letting him know it's not gonna happen. It took me a while to fall asleep on Saturday. I didn't start reading Saturday. I should have. I think I read like the first page, but then I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep because I didn't have a lamp in my room, so reading was a hassle because I'd have to when I was like too tired to keep reading, I had to get out of bed, which I don't like doing. I think that's pretty normal though. So I just played video games and watched President AI videos until I got tired and went to sleep at like 11. I did have a kind of a hard time waking up for church, but I didn't get out of bed till 8:20, and I was ready to go by 8:35. So, go me, I guess. And I also took a shower in that time. So, and then we left. We saw Riley on the way out, talked to her for a second, and then we hopped in the car, left. We almost got out of the apartment complex, and then JJ said, I think I forgot something, and then turned around, drove back to the apartment, got out, walked to the door, turned around, came back, got in the car, and he said, it was my wallet, it was in my pocket. I was like, we're going to be late to church because of this. And then we were 2 minutes late to church, so...
That reminds me of something when you were finished.
So, yeah, we were late to church. I was like, I don't think I've been late to church since I lived with my parents, and Julia would make us late to church every week. Julia!
Aren't you the pastor's kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate being late.
I did too.
One of my least favorite things is being late. I'm one of those people that leaves like 15 minutes early just in case, so I'm not late. Like if it's like something that's 30 minutes away, I leave with an hour time just in case, because I hate being late. I don't get why people like church starts at 9:15. If it's an 8-minute drive, don't leave at 9:07. I don't care. You have to walk in. You have to get a seat.
I'm on the praise band, so I get to church an hour early already, so I don't have to worry about that.
Dub. So, yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean to flex.
You know, if something starts at a certain time, you don't want to get there as it starts.
No, for sure. You're right.
Especially something like church.
If you're not early or late.
Yeah. 5 minutes early is 5 minutes late. I want to talk to people. But anyways, that's my rant for the day. Sunday.
You don't get another one, so.
I don't need one. Monday and Tuesday were perfect days, pretty much. So Sunday came back here. We were gonna go to a party, but me and JJ we were tired, worn out, had stuff to do. JJ said I had the drive, and I was like, that is so remarkably unfair. So we're not going. I was like, I have to drive back to Columbus tomorrow too, and I don't have the gas or the money to afford that. I dropped a lot of money this weekend, so too bad. You also get better gas mileage than me, so I'm not going. I did want to go to the party, but I also had something going on that night, so it didn't work out. Kind of sad. I wanted to go. But it was at the Clardy's house. They said that they would do it again, so that's good. Monday. Oh, JJ went to get food and he got me a slush from Sonic.
That was nice.
That
of
was
him.
nice.
That was nice of JJ.
I
I wish he was here, but he's at the SEC baseball tournament, so he's having fun.
He is not.
He's not?
No, he texted me and Riley yesterday and he said, I've sat through 2 baseball games and I never thought I'd say this, but I'm sick of watching baseball.
Really?
He is having to pay attention
I guess.
and keep tabs on everything. So.
I love watching baseball. The SEC tournament's my favorite thing to go to. You just sit and watch baseball all freaking day.
Yeah.
And it's
he's just having
I
get it. He's
I guess
having
I
to
understand.
record stuff.
Because in the SEC baseball tournament, when state's not playing, you don't have to pay attention because it's 2 teams you really don't care about, so you're just there enjoying it. I guess he's not enjoying it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd hear JJ say that.
That's what he said.
But I believe you.
Yeah.
I just even though I just said I can't believe JJ said that. I believe you though.
Yeah. 2 games in, I'm tired of watching baseball. Never thought I'd say that. So yeah, poor JJ. He left Tuesday morning, but Monday, me and him decided we were going to play disc golf. I was going to go home on Monday, but then I was like, I'll go home Tuesday since I'll just hang with JJ today. And it's easier to go home Tuesday. My parents were going to be home, and they weren't going to be home Monday. So I was like, I'll go home Tuesday. Monday, played disc golf. Then we went to Little Dewey, as me and JJ typically do after we play disc golf. Came back here, played Tears of the Kingdom. I told Connor that I played disc golf, and he was like, you want to play at 6? And I was like, at Lake Lounge? He was like, yeah. I was like, sure, why not? I'll go home and go, because I had to pack my room, some of my room up. I was like, I'll go home and then I'll play disc golf, and then I'll come back and finish packing my room. I didn't get very far. I was looking through my yearbooks, but so that's what I did. We went, played disc golf. I think I went 1 down at Lakeside and even, or 1 up at Lake Lowndes. Not too good of a day for me, but it's kind of whatever. I was doing really good at Lakeside. I just couldn't putt for crap, and then I had an awful final 3 holes. I bogeyed 16, which was my average on that hole was 2.3. So bogeying that makes me want to cry. Had an awful par on 17, and then I bogeyed 18. Depressing, because that's another one of my best holes. Or not really my best. I par it almost every time I play. So, but yeah. So then I came back, started packing my room, got to look at old stuff. I moved my lamp that was in my room into there, so now I have a reading lamp, and it makes me happy. And
your room's so much cooler now.
Yeah, I also moved my disc plate. It looks like somebody lives there.
Yeah.
That knows what they're doing.
I
have a poster on the wall.
Our apartment's gotten so much better since the school year ended because we got actual stuff in here.
It really has.
Why couldn't we have been living like this all year?
But my mom was looking through my stuffed animals, and I'm really sentimental about my stuffed animals. If you
Stuffy wuffies?
My stuffies, yes. And 2 of my favorites she found, my bear twins, Barry. Both of their names are Barry. So I brought them here.
I love how happy you get.
They make me so happy.
You getting happy makes me happy.
This one was mine. This one was Andy's. They have Band-Aids on them because we would be playing games, and then they would fall off the couch, and then we would put a Band-Aid on them.
That's so sweet.
This was the one. One day we had a bring your stuffed animal to school day in 3rd grade. I brought Barry. I love him so much. I love both of them. They make me so happy, so I brought them here. Yeah, so that's what has been sitting in my stomach this whole time. So, sorry if you weren't happy with my big reveal.
No, I like
but
the big
they
reveal.
make me happy.
If it makes you happy,
And
I'm
they make
happy.
little rattles. I love them so much. They're two of my favorites.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll sit right. I don't know. I would see them sometimes when I went home, but it wasn't until I held Barry again. I almost cried. It made me so happy. I felt like a little kid. But yeah, that was Monday. I ended up leaving a little early from my house Monday night. I didn't finish packing because Riley offered me cookies, and I wasn't about to turn down free cookies.
Of course not.
So I drove back here, hung out with her for a little bit.
I love free cookies.
Yeah, and then I came downstairs, went to sleep. I ended up staying up later than I wanted to originally, like talking to her and all that. So I was like, I'll turn off my 6:30 alarm and get some sleep. And I left my 8 o'clock alarm on so that way I remember to post the Caleb and poll because that was Monday night, so it was Tuesday. So Tuesday, woke up, posted the poll, called you about the poll. You mentioned that earlier.
I did.
Turn left on Tiki Drive, or whatever.
Tiki Drive.
Yeah, and then so Tuesday I woke up, did that, played some Tears of the Kingdom, watched some YouTube and some TV show, and then around noon. Oh no, I played Overwatch. That's why I was having a good time because I hadn't played Overwatch since Tears of the Kingdom came out. So I was very happy to play it again, even though there's been some distressing news lately because they're like shutting down PvE and it's really depressing and it makes me really sad. But you know, it's kind of whatever. Yeah. So I was playing Overwatch, and then around noon, I realized all I had ate was lime Skittles that my parents had got me, and I was like, I should probably eat real food. So Riley was packing to like move out, and I said that I was going to come up there and help her at some point. So I was like, hey, do you want some Chick-fil-A? I'm about to go. She said she was about to cook lunch, but I was welcome to come up there. And so I grabbed a protein bar, ran up there, and then helped her pack for a few hours. And then I went and got Chick-fil-A, and then she made more cookies. I got so many cookies this week. So yeah. Ate cookies, talked, good time. Then she took a nap, so I came back down here. And then I sat around and waited for you to get back. Because I hadn't seen you in like 5 days.
I came home.
And it was really sad, and I kept telling Riley how much I missed you, and I was like, Caleb's coming back today. I was like, I miss Caleb Griffin so much. But,
I missed you too, man.
yeah. So, then you came back while I was cutting my toenails. And then you watched me cut my toenails.
I did. I missed you too much to not sit there and talk to you.
And then we talked about our weeks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But not too much, because we didn't want to
spoil.
ruin Caleb and for each other.
Yeah.
So,
something you said did remind me of something I forgot to mention. So Lauren is horrible about keeping up with her stuff, mainly her wallet and her keys.
I've heard.
Like, I've had to drive back from here or like meet them somewhere because she's left her keys in my car. I've had to go back to a movie theater like 3 times because she's left her wallet in the theater. Go back to restaurants. Like, she's horrible at it. Well, anyways,
I left my wallet at a restaurant like twice, and it scares me.
It's scary as crap.
I left it at Obie's and at Little Dewey's. Little Dewey's didn't scare me, but
yeah. But yeah, so I told her, like, Lauren, do you want to keep up with your wallet while we're here? Because if we get like 3 hours out of Panama City and your wallet's not with you, I'm not turning around. And she said, no, I'll be fine. I think I can manage it. Our first stop is a gas station. She goes to the bathroom. She comes back out, and she's making herself some coffee. This lady comes out of the bathroom and says, hey, did you leave this in the bathroom? And it's her wallet. And she was like, yeah. And she looks at me, and she just goes, and gives it to me. So I kept up with it the rest of the week. We get back, and we had a stop in New Hope. Her mom's car has been, like, getting fixed. So her mom has been driving Lauren's car since she's been gone. And we stopped so Lauren could get her car and her mom could get her car because her car was fixed. And Lauren was going to drive her car back to her house. Well, she was like, do you mind driving back to my house? Because I don't want to unpack like twice, and I was like, yeah, no problem, because I was going back to my house anyway to see my family for a bit, and I had some stuff at my house I needed to bring back over here, mainly my MacBook, and yeah, but so I was like, yeah, no big deal. So went back to her house, and we were unpacking everything. I was like, you got everything? And she's like, I don't have my wallet. It's like, Lauren, I handed it to you when you went and got in your car. She's like, are you sure? It's like, I am positive. she could not find it. I was like, are you kidding me? It is on the ground at that shop somewhere. And she ended up finding it in like the cracks of her car. It was like, the 2 times you had possession of your wallet this week, you lost it. I was like, what?
It's kind of impressive.
What is wrong with you? Fix it. But yeah, so that was so funny. And you mentioned something about a wallet, which I don't remember what it was. But
Yeah, I don't
I think you said your wallet was hurting. But it made me,
Oh, yeah.
it made me think about that because literally you had your wallet twice, and you lost it twice. Like, how does that happen?
It happens.
But yeah, so that was that. I just wanted to mention that. Also, I had an epiphany
Really?
when I was up late one night. Jesus had great hair.
I mean, if what we
And
see in
if
pictures
it's
is true,
true,
yes,
yeah.
he did have great hair.
And it gets overlooked because of all the miracles and stuff.
His hair's a miracle in itself.
I don't think we pay attention.
Come on, guys.
It's
Jesus
bad.
has great hair. We should make that a shirt. That's
I
the
was-
next topic media
I was
shirt.
thinking
we're
about
making.
that. I was like, everyone pays attention to the miracles and the rising from the dead, and
I mean, as they should.
as they should, but does anyone ever pay attention to the man's hair? Okay. I don't know if you finished your week. I think you got to Tuesday, but
Tuesday night, we went to the prayer burn. Great
Mhm.
as always. And then we came back here. Practiced guitar. I told you another story that made me happy.
you did.
You seemed pleased with my story.
I was pleased with
Yeah,
your
my story. Practiced guitar. I think I already said that. And then we watched Dinosaur Hotel because Daniel came back and we all watched it, and it was atrociously bad. And now I want to watch the sequel.
It was such a bad movie.
So yeah, that happened. Both of their names are Barry. This is Caleb and Barry AM. That's awesome. So yeah, that was my week. Great, incredible week, honestly.
Great.
Especially Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then was in Isaac's wedding over the weekend, so that was also awesome. So there was no chance that this wasn't
A great week.
a great week.
That's great, man.
Back in the early days, I used to do this with Barry to prank my friends. I'd take his head off. Isn't that just so silly?
It's so silly.
And then I realized that I was like ruining him by pushing the stuffing out of his head, so I stopped.
You know what I realized?
What?
We're less than 10 days away from Into the Spider-Verse. Across
Oh,
the
really?
Spider-Verse.
June 2nd?
Mm-hmm. Well, June 1st
First.
probably for us. If it is June 2nd, then we are 10 days away exactly. Regardless, it's so close to coming out.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was so close to coming out because I had looked on. It was like just a few minutes ago on my phone or something. I was looking through not a few minutes ago, before Caleb AM started, I was looking through the channel page on Next Topic Media, and I scrolled by the shorts and saw the
Dude, they
the
were
15 days thing on that Spider-Verse one.
they literally, like, the clip they released of Miles and Gwen swinging was so cool.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I missed the first one. Like, I know that sounds weird to say you miss a movie, but the animation style was just so good. And it was such a
The only animated movies that have outdone it in terms of looks for me are the Demon Slayer movie, which is unfair because that style of animation is just my favorite. And it was hard to decide it, but the Puss in Boots movie is just so good looking. What are you looking at?
the time. I couldn't tell if it said 8:14 or 9:14.
8:14.
But I say, good lord, we've talked a long time.
We have gone a while today, but we both had pretty exciting weeks, so. Yeah. So, Puss in Boots just looked so good. Two. The first one is kind of like whatever in terms of animation. But, yeah. I love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. The movie's so good. But, that was my week. I had something to say earlier, but You know, the when you called or when I called you and then the thing was like turned on Tiki Drive or whatever, it made me think about how funny it would be if like in a beach town all like the roads are always like that. They're always like tiki or beach or lake or like water. You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it be really funny if they were like mountain themed? Like turn on the mountain range.
Bear
Turn on
Drive.
the Snowfall Avenue.
That would be hilarious.
That would be so funny because it'd be ironic.
There was a Daniel Street.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm. I turned on it a couple times.
I've heard the name Daniel a lot this week.
That's cool.
Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, Daniel also came to my house to help me pack.
Mm-hmm. You told me that. Oh, yeah, you didn't tell them that.
I didn't think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could. While I was packing, I got distracted because I found like my yearbooks, not my New Hope yearbooks, because I couldn't give two less craps about those. Sorry, my New Hope people, I don't care. About looking at old pictures of us. So, not that I don't care about y'all. I just don't care about old pictures of us in the yearbook. But I found my like Oak Mountain yearbooks, which is where I went from 1st to 3rd grade, and I was having a blast going through those. Like it was like I haven't looked through them in probably a couple years, so that was cool. And then every time I look through them, I'll look up some of my old friends on Instagram, and I can never find them, and it makes me sad. But I did it, and I was finding most of them, and I followed some of them on Instagram. I followed one girl in my 3rd grade class, my best friend in 1st through 3rd grade, another one of my close friends in 3rd grade, and none of them followed me back. So it kind of made me sad. I was like,
okay.
dang.
Maybe they're gonna watch Caleb AM and they're gonna be like, we should follow him back.
Maybe. I was just kind of like, It was really weird. Like it's I felt like a grown man, but like one of them, not going to disclose her name or anything, but one of the people I followed, she was like privated. None of the other people were, I don't think. And when she accepted it, I like went and looked through some of her pictures, and it was like so weird looking at her face as a my age person, because like I only ever knew her as a 3rd grader.
Right.
And it was creepy to look at, and it was the same for like all of them. I was like, it's crazy that I'm looking at you and you kind of look the same, but you don't.
There's something different.
There's something different about you. I think it's that you're 19 or 20 now, but yeah. So that was really cool. I wish that at least one of them had followed me back and been like, "Yo, I know you. Your name is really familiar. Yeah, we were like best buds in 3rd grade." It didn't happen though.
That's so funny. I'm sorry, Caleb. I'm sorry, Caleb.
Oh well. That's fine.
Oh, Post Malone released his new song this week.
Oh, we listened to that in the car too.
I like it. It's not as good as Chemical.
But it was good.
Mm-hmm. I like how he used the morning.
That's why they
thing.
call it morning.
Yeah,
that was good.
The sun's killing my life.
Oh! How can I forget to mention this? Probably the 2nd best part of my week, 3rd best part of my week. Tuesday was just the best part of my week. Incredible day, but so if I count that as one, 2nd best part of my week, Noah Kahan announced the date, June 9th. Mm-hmm. That is so much closer than I thought it would be. He didn't say how many songs were going to be on it, but I think there will be 5 new songs, maybe 6, maybe 4, but I'm hoping for at least 5. I won't be disappointed with any number because it's still new music. So, but I think that there will also be acoustic versions of some of the other ones, like Orange Juice and Come Over.
Mm-hmm.
So
nice.
That'll be cool. I'm very excited about that. And that is also the day before Andy's bachelor party. So when I drive to Tuscaloosa, which is where the bachelor party's happening, the people that ride with me might be a little upset, but I'm just going to be listening to the new Noah Kahan songs the whole time, and they can suck it up. I'm sorry.
I mean, when it's an album that you love, it's an album you love. I've listened to the Jonas Brothers album like repeatedly for the past week.
Oh, yesterday also on my drive to Chick-fil-A for lunch, on the way to and back to here to come get cookies, I listened to 4 of my top 10 favorite songs. I listened to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it made me really happy because I don't know, I don't do that often. But I was like, I had my worship music playlist shuffled, and then before I had like played it, I queued all of Stick Season, all of The Human Condition, and all of Glory Sound Prep, which are like my 3 favorite albums. And I shuffled them into my worship music playlist. So like every once in a while I would listen to one of them. Mm-hmm. And it just so happened when I went to the next music, Maybe I Don't Know was like next. And I was like, oh, I love Maybe I Don't Know. That was my favorite song for a long time. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to listen to Orange Juice too. And so I played Maybe I Don't Know and Orange Juice. In the middle of Orange Juice, I was like, I'm going to listen to Before It Burned. And then in the middle of Before It Burned, I was like, I'm going to listen to Better Off, the Captain Planet song. And so I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain how fun it was listening to all these songs.
Oh, I understand.
I love those songs. Better Off is so good. It's so good. If it could move up from 4th, it would. But
so on the way back,
have you heard Better Off, the Captain Planet song?
I think, but maybe not.
You should listen to it.
I'll listen to
today.
It.
It's
song you should listen to today if you get the chance. You might have already, but Lauren had to charge her phone in my car, and she was using the aux because that's the only charger that we had in the car. And I was listening to the new Jonas Brothers album. Well, she doesn't have Spotify Premium; she just has regular Spotify. Mm-hmm. So she just went to the Jonas Brothers and clicked shuffle. And What a Man's Got to Do, which was a single they released after Happiness Begins, came on, and I never really listened to it because like I had kind of given up on them after Happiness Begins because I've already told you I wasn't a huge fan of that album. And dude, that song slaps. It's like, why did it take me so long to listen to this? And
it's been cute. I'll listen to it too.
It's so good. What a man gotta do? What a man gotta do?
Oh, I've heard that.
What a man gotta pray?
I think I've heard that. Yeah, I've definitely heard that. But
to be told by you. It's so good. But yeah, so
yeah, I love that song. I've heard it several times, but I never knew it was them or what it was called. So thank you.
You're welcome. It made me happy. But also, on my way back to
Music was happy this week.
Yeah, music was good too. Because I went back and listened to mine and Evan's. Me and Evan went to the beach together back like my senior year of high school over spring break, and I made a playlist for it. And I went back and listened to that playlist on my way there. On the way back, it was mainly John Mayer and the Jonas Brothers, but on the way there, I listened to that playlist, and it was great.
I love doing that. Like I have a playlist that's for when I drive to Birmingham. It's kind of outdated now because it was from like 2 or 3 years ago. But
same as the one I have with Evan, but
that makes it fun to go back and listen to because it's like, oh,
yeah,
this is
you forgot about some of the songs.
Yeah.
So that's why it was fun. But on the way back to Starkville, I was thinking about my This Is Why shirt, so I listened to This Is Why. I listened to the whole album, and I forgot, how good it was. And
I still need to listen to that album.
I can tell you what songs are the best. Just give me a second to turn my shirt
I think This Is Why will be my favorite.
This Is Why is my favorite, too.
Actually, it's so groovy.
I don't know.
Dude, Brook and the Bluff posted a snippet of their single that's coming out, and I'm not like a big Brook and the Bluff fan. I like a few of their songs, but it was so good. And I was upset when it said it wasn't coming out this Friday, because I was like, I don't know if I'll remember it in 3 weeks.
I actually think Crave is my favorite song on the album. In order, it goes Crave, This Is Why, Thick Skull, First You, Liar, maybe Big Man, Figure Eight, maybe.
What does it say? Little Dignity.
Yeah, Big Man, Little Dignity. They're all good. I don't like Say Come Saw other than the chorus, because she's just talking instead of singing.
I like the chorus.
The chorus is groovy. But Say Come Saw and The News are probably my 2 least favorite. Mm-hmm. The rest of them, and they're not like bad. I just don't like them. But the rest are really good. The Crave is so good.
Now I know.
I love Crave, dude.
I didn't know it was only 10 songs. So
yeah,
it'll be easy to listen to.
Crave.
I love when artists release. I think 14 songs is good for an album.
But after I finished listening to the album, I just started playing other Paramore songs, and they played "Caught in the Middle," which I hadn't listened to in so long. And it's such a good song. I'll listen to it like 3 times in a row because it was so good.
I love listening to one song several times in a row when I'm in the mood for that song. I don't get why people don't do that. Like, I've heard a lot of people they're like, oh, I would never do that. It's like, why?
If it's a good song, it's a
If
good
I'm in
song.
the mood for a song, I have a hard time listening to other songs.
I can't tell you how many times I listened to Montana Sky
I
when it
listened
first came out.
when I was on my way back to Starkville on Monday night. On the way to Columbus on Monday, because on the way back I'd swapped to worship music because of something. But I was listening to, like, just this really weird, like, order. It's always got to happen. This really weird order of songs. I was listening. Oh, I forgot to mention this! Dang it, I was so excited about it, but I'm so glad I looked at this because I got to talk about it now. I listened to this song called Empress that Andy showed me, and then a song. Oh, okay, there was a little bit of alternative rap on here. Clouds, I like that song. And then Thomas by Colin Leonard. I love that song. I found out the other day it was my 13th most listened to song of 2020, so that's cool. But I'll get to that. I'll get back to that. Then Can You Wait For Me? And then this song called When You Die that I heard at the end of a presidential AI video. Gosh, dang it. Everything comes back to the presidential AI video.
Kablamo!
Kablamo! But that song's a vibe. It's like really dark, but it's vibey too. I can't really recommend that people listen to it. It is explicit, but it's kind of cool. You know that song Bullet by Hollywood Undead? It's like super happy, but it's talking about suicide.
Yeah.
That's like a genre of music.
Is it
Like,
actually?
Really happy and vibey songs that are really dark, and those are kind of fun.
Okay, this is a song kind of like that. It might be on like my top 10 favorite songs. Have you heard of Death Cab for a Cutie?
Mm-mm.
Awesome band name.
What's it called?
I Will Follow You Into the Dark. It's just an acoustic song, and it's so dark, but it's so pretty at the same time. It's so good, dude. I think it would at least be in my honorable mentions.
Word.
I
can't wait to do top 10 songs. But so then after that was after When You Die was a big change was Montana Sky, and then Weird ! That's the alternative rap song I've listened to the most lately. It's really fun. And then Good Enough, and then this song called Oxygen that Andy showed me, called by the Hometown Losers. Very good song. There is unfortunately a drawn naked woman on the cover for it. I hate when that happens. But it's a good song. And then I Will Wait by Mumford and Sons.
That's a great song.
That's been my song lately. I love that song. It's so perfect musically. Because you can... I'll have to talk about it afterwards, but no. So what was that? So Thomas by Colin Leonard, incredible song. It's like it makes me want to write music, because he hasn't released music in like 7 years, I think, but he made this EP called Valleys, and two of the songs on it, one's called Eve and one's called Thomas, and they're kind of like songs that make a biblical character relatable, I guess would be the right word to say. Like they, I don't know. In Thomas, he talks about like doubt and like he puts like doubt in his own life or whatever and stuff like that. So I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So like it'd be cool to like write a song like about and call it Paul or something, and then just talk about how like drastically your life has changed, kind of, because like Paul,
Right.
So like I think that is like one of the coolest ideas ever for a song, and but Thomas, Colin Leonard, listen to it, great song. It's been one of my favorites for several years now, but like I don't know, every time I listen to it. Way back then, I always was like, I wish this guy like released music. I wonder what he's doing. And then a couple weeks ago, I listened to it again because I was like trying to find like small artists to give to Savannah on a playlist after Riley's birthday party. And I saw it, and then I was like, I wonder I'm gonna look him up on Instagram, and I found him finally. Like there was a lot of Colin Leonards, but I found him, and he only has like 800 followers, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I followed him, and then the other day I was listening to it, like earlier this week. I think it was like Saturday night. I DM'd him and I asked him a question about the song, and then I woke up the next morning to a response. He's not even famous, but it was so cool. And he said like, thanks for asking. And I was like, aw, you're welcome, bro.
You're well, thanks.
But every time I listened to it, I wanted to know like why he wrote the song the way he did, and like his thought process, and he gave like a really good answer.
That's awesome.
And it was cool, and it makes me like the song more, you know?
Right.
Because now the author of the song has told me
What it's
why
about,
and
yeah.
what it's about, and it's like really cool. So, it was pretty deep. I guess I could read the answer.
You don't have to if you want to keep it between you two.
It's a me and him thing. But yeah, that was really cool.
Did you tell him about next topic meeting?
No. I was sitting there like, I wanted to say like, dude, I love the song, I'm a big fan or something, but I was like, I don't think people like that when you say that. So.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a celebrity, and I don't have songs.
That's fair.
I don't know. I like it when people say, hey, man, great video.
I do too, but I feel like,
So, I don't know.
maybe he's not famous enough for that to really affect him, but I feel like famous people, they get that every time they talk to somebody, that they want to have a conversation that's not about them, if they're not stuck up or prideful or whatever. But I don't know. He did thank me for asking though, so that was cool.
Yeah,
that was really cool. So yeah, that happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
What now?
We should watch Dinosaur Hotel 2.
Well, this has been
Caleb
AM. I'm Caleb Ladd.
You messed me up. I almost said Caleb Griffin. I'm Caleb Griffin. I'm Caleb Ladd.
I'm Caleb Griffin. And this has been Caleb AM, and you've been Caleb AM.
AM'd. Get Caleb AM'd.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.